back to my channel, Until It Happens, Finals Happen in Taylor, and today I'm going to give you 10 RA tips on how to be a great resident advisor or residence assistant. So let's get into it. So I'm going to be looking down at my laptop just so I don't forget anything. So my first tip is to be assertive. You have to be confident in this job so that you're able to kind of work with your residents better. If you're confident in what you're saying, if you know the policies, it makes it easier for them to respect you. They know that you know what you're talking about, and that it just, all the situations that you handle, they'll go a lot smoother if you're confident in everything you're saying. Sometimes they'll try to see if you know what you're talking about, or see how you're going to react if they say something or they do something. If you're just assertive and confident, you won't have to worry about any of that. So that's really important. My second tip is to be adaptable. You will face many situations. It could be ones about, like, someone can be passed out outside, someone can need medical transport, it could be a sexual assault situation, it could be many situations like a roommate mediation. You have to be adaptable to every situation because you don't know what's coming, and it's going to be on a day you don't expect it, and you're not going to be prepared if you're not able to just be flexible and work in every situation and be calm and collected. My third tip is to be relational. Residents felt a lot more comfortable when you just want to just kind of get to know them, see what they're about, share things about you. When you're relatable, they look at you less, more like a enforcer of the rules, and they see that you're an actual person who's there to help them. That's your job, is to help them. So if you try to be more relatable, it makes it go a lot smoother. My next tip is really just to help you be more effective, is just find out what your residents like to do. It'll make it a lot easier for programming ideas, just to get them to get engaged in the community. If you focus on the things that they like, things that they care about, it's easier to get them to participate in a lot more stuff, get a lot more of them to come to the things that you're throwing for them, so that it's just a really good experience for everybody. Okay, this is really important. You have to be consistent. The rule that you enforce on day 1, you have to enforce it on day 50, because once you let it slide one time, they're going to use that against you every time, and that takes down your credibility and they respect you less. So you have to be consistent every time so that they know what's the rule, what is expected of them, and so there's no confusion. It's very, very important to be consistent. Okay, this is a fun one. I would say be creative. It makes the job a lot more fun, a lot more cool, a lot more engaging when you're creative. When you take things that relate to your residents more, or things that are relevant, things about pop culture, and you throw them into your ideas, your bulletin boards, your programming, things like that, and your meetings, they're gonna have a lot more fun, and you're gonna enjoy the job a lot more by using that creative side. Okay, this is also an important one. I would say manage your time wisely. Because an RA is almost like a live-in job, you never know what's going to happen when. You have to plan out your schedule, your school time, if you're in an organization, if you have a separate job. You have to plan out everything so that in case something comes up with your RA job where you basically, like, you live in the residence hall, then it won't be such a problem if something pops up. Your week will go by smoothly because you already planned out for everything and you left space in case something comes up. Be a team player. Usually as an RA, you're going to work with other RAs, and it helps to have someone to back you up, to support you, to give you tips, things like that. So make sure that you're trying to be engaging within the group that you're with, and so that you can help them out and they can help you out as well. And I find that it goes a lot better when I get to spend time with people on my team, hang out with them. So when we work together, it goes a lot better and we're really effective together because we know each other. This is a good one. Do not go looking for problems. If you go looking for problems, you are going to find them. Unless there's a disturbance, you don't have to go check every nook and cranny of your residence hall for a problem, listening on people through their doors, anything like that. Don't do that, because you will find a problem, you will find something that's happening. And so sometimes people get tired of the job, and like, oh, I'm so tired, so many problems, because they sit there and they look for problems, or they expect problems all the time. If you just go about your business doing your day-to-day, and you don't go looking for things, you won't feel so tired from all the work you have to do, because you have to do more paperwork, gotta handle more situations when you go looking for stuff. Okay, my best tip is to be kind. Whenever you address a situation for alcohol or things like that where residents aren't behaving, you don't have to remind them that they're not. I mean, you can tell them the rules and enforce the policies, but you don't have to remind them that they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. 10 probably out of 10, they already know that they're doing something they're not supposed to be doing. So you don't have to go and like remind it and throw it at them, or just kind of like make them feel bad. Just be kind, be polite, enforce the rules, say exactly what they're doing wrong, and address it. And that goes over a lot easier.